Welcome friends. In today's video we'll be delving, once again, into the world of r/today I fucked up. Raunchy screw-ups permeate the stories we'll read. Tales of sexual missteps, awkward moments and hilarious misunderstandings. Join us, as we experience another round of stories from r/today I fucked up. Before we dive in, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you never miss a story. I'd like to thank all of our current subscribers. You make this possible. Now, enjoy the stories. Today I fucked up by accidentally getting sexual with my dentist, again. I'm a 32-year-old woman who can never go back to my new dentist after 2 visits because I'm an idiot. My dentist is a very nice and professional man. Our first appointment was going pretty smoothly until he made some innocuous remark about us being strangers. My immediate reply was, "Oh, you're not a stranger. You've been inside of my mouth for 20 minutes. I did not intend to make a sexual joke. His face turned red and he was clearly embarrassed, but he continued on like a true professional, and we were probably both relieved when the appointment was over. I had my second dentist appointment today. I actually mentally prepared myself to be a model patient who didn't say anything weird. Thank you very much. He had been working in my mouth for about 5 minutes when he started to seem really uncomfortable or something. His face was red and he was breathing a little heavier. I was a bit concerned and also confused. Like, how could I have embarrassed him this time? I had hardly spoken. So he keeps working in the, and then I realize what the hell is happening. My dentist was wearing grape-flavored gloves. I had been absent-mindedly licking his fingers the whole time, never going back. TLDR, today I fucked up by licking my dentist. Today I fucked up by agreeing to an open relationship. Obviously a throwaway. To put things into perspective, I, male 20, and my GF, female 21, had been dating together for 4 and a bit years. Typical high school sweethearts. We wanted to move away and start our own lives after college. We decided to spice things up a bit and open up our relationship a little. It was pretty much a joint decision, but looking back she was kind of insistent on the whole sex is fun idea. She is on a night out with some friends when she phones me and asks if the whole open relationship thing is still cool, explaining she's met a guy, male 24, and asks for me to pay for a hotel because she wasn't working at the time. I agreed. I tell her to go for it, and she does. She texts me to say she had a good night and that all was well. The week after, she mentions she's meeting up with this guy again. Wasn't expecting it, but I'm cool with it. Again, asks for me to pay for her hotel, a decision I would live to regret. She doesn't text me the entire night. Weird. But okay, maybe she's just having a good time. The next day I receive a load of messages about how she needs a break from everything right now. Meeting this guy has apparently opened her eyes. A little more conversation and we're over. She's completely cut me out of her life. I check her Snapchat story, and of course, she's with him. I've heard from her friends that they're dating now. TLDR, agreed to an open relationship. Basically paid for my girlfriend to find someone better and dump me. Today I fucked up by misunderstanding a text from my wife, thinking my kid had thrown up, and missing out on sex. This wasn't today, it was actually Sunday. The other night my wife and I were getting ready for bed and being kind of flirty. I had to use the restroom, so stayed downstairs while she went up to bed. While I was sitting on the toilet I got a text, "Bring a bucket and a mop." Crap. One of my kids must have thrown up. I finished my toilet biz and went down to the basement to check the cleaning supplies. I found a bucket, but couldn't find a mop. I found one of those squeezy sponge things, but the sponge was missing. Figuring the vomit was probably congealing by this point, I just grabbed the bucket and a bunch of paper towels and ran upstairs. I got to the upstairs bathroom and found no mess. I carried the cleaning supplies down to my kids' rooms, but found no vomit. I went to our bedroom and found my wife lying on the bed. She asked what had taken me so long, and I said I couldn't find a mop. And where was the mess? She started rolling around on the bed laughing. Suddenly I realized bring a bucket and a mop was a line from WAP, wet a pussy. My wife had been in the mood, and I had spent 15 minutes looking for a mop in the basement. She was laughing so much that the mood was basically dead. TLDR. My wife texted me a line from a Cardi B song to tell me she was in the mood. I thought she wanted me to bring cleaning supplies because a kid threw up. Today I fucked up by getting my best friend pregnant. Probably my biggest fuck up ever, which will haunt me for the next 18 years. Just feels so surreal. Not necessarily panicking though. I'm 23 male and my female friend, whom I've known for the most part of my life, is currently 22. I still remember us playing every day as little kids to hanging out almost every day as teenagers. We often went on vacation together either with my or her parents. She was sort of like the sister I never had. And people now hearing that I got her pregnant feels almost like it's illegal. A few months ago, I was at her apartment, both of us super drunk. And yet somehow just happened. It was good, so I guess in the following weeks it accidentally happened quite often. Thy currency middle dot thy 1/2 ATMI diaresis sidilla. We did use condoms, but she isn't on birth control. How the hell did she get pregnant? I know that there are a few who even get pregnant on birth control, but never thought it would happen to us. She took 5 pregnancy tests and 1 week later went to the gynecologist, who confirmed we both can't bring it on ourselves to abort the baby, so we're keeping it. We're financially stable, so I don't think it would be a problem. We're planning on telling our parents this evening. So awkward since they've seen me grow up with her etc. The only one who's been shipping us since day one was her grandma lol. Still can't believe I'll have to spend 18 years of my life. Well, it's not even 18 years, it's a life commitment lol. TLDR got my childhood friend pregnant. For those of you suggesting me to get a paternity test. Yes, she even told me she doesn't mind if I'm doubting that the child is mine, since the scenario is somehow unlikely. She told me she didn't sleep with another guy for the last 2 months. I'll be taking a paternity test, but I'm already 99% sure that child is mine. Update. Okay guys, I just went with her to her parents' house. We actually wanted to go in the evening as I said, but the sooner the better I guess. I was really nervous. Her dad was working in the garden and her mom was cleaning around the house. After 30 minutes, everyone was gathered in the kitchen, so we thought a better opportunity wouldn't come. We told them and I could see the horror in their eyes lol. They seemed kinda happy, but also shocked. Her mom started tearing up, so I guess she's either happy or disappointed. Her dad asked why we didn't tell them that we're dating, and my god, that was such an awkward moment because both of us didn't reply. Awkward silence. They were asking a bunch of questions, and we even called her grandma telling her that her prediction was right. We made up an excuse and left. Later on in the car she gave me a kiss and told me that she was proud of me. The whole drive her hand was resting on my thigh. Like, does that mean she likes me? I don't want to misinterpret anything to make things even worse. She's a very very kind person in general, so a bunch of guys always thought she liked them. Meanwhile she was only being nice. Final update. Okay guys, that'll be my final update. Maybe if I remember I'll update in 9 months, let's see. I discussed everything with her that needed to be discussed. We're planning on moving together when she's 6 or 7 months pregnant, and we'll just see how it works. We both admitted to having feelings for each other, so we'll just see where it goes, and leave our relationship how it is, best friends, who live together and fuck I guess. Thanks for all the encouragement. This post shouldn't even be on TIFU anymore lol. I'm kinda excited on being a father. And by the way, she's reading the comments. To clarify, apparently, a few didn't get it. Yes, we are dating. Best friend plus fuck equals dating. Update. Hey guys, it has been a while. Almost forgot about this post. I have received a lot of nice messages. Unfortunately, I couldn't reply to all of them, since it were a lot. Anyways, here is the update. Can't lie, but those months were definitely more stressful and complicated than I expected them to be, considering us being so young. Nonetheless, it was all worth it the first time I held my little baby girl in my arms. We didn't know the gender of our baby, since we wanted it to be a surprise. When it comes to gender, I don't yet necessarily have a preference, but I'd be lying if I said I never wanted to be a girl, Dad. And for anyone wondering if she is my child, yes she is, haha. She even inherited a family illness of mine. Not saying that is good. So I think the question most of you want answered is, what happened between me and my best friend? Well, we did move in together, which was definitely a financial burden for us. And money in some months is really tight, since we pay everything out of our own pocket. I don't yet really like the idea of using our parents' money, even if this would help us a lot. I found it sort of funny how people were actually believing that I was this oblivious, which I actually wasn't, haha. Well, maybe a bit, realizing she has been dropping hints since we were like 16. But yeah, there isn't much to update. I feel like I mainly highlighted the negative consequences, but it is honestly pretty awesome too. The best feeling is to find a best friend in a lover, and I couldn't imagine loving anyone as much as I love her. That was it. Have a nice day. Today I fucked up when I accidentally revealed my boyfriend's mum's infidelity. Obligatory. This story actually happened about a year ago. I, 18 female at the time, was dating a boy named Jacob, 18 male at the time. His father, early 60s, was a mechanic, and his mum, mid-50s, was a SHM. They were a pretty typical white suburban family in the South and had asked Jacob if they could meet me even though we had only been dating for a month. At the dinner, I met his mum, dad, older brother, older sister, and her newborn daughter. The dinner went well and I was chatting about my volunteer work at my college's blood drive, to which his father explains that his doctor told him he was O negative and a universal blood donor. My boyfriend mentions he is also O, but his siblings casually mention they are both AB. I don't think anything of it because my BF had mentioned that his mom was married once before and was widowed. The following conversation went like this: me. Oh, that's really cool. You're a really rare blood type. If you don't mind me asking, is your mum's blood type A and your dad's B, or your dad's A and mom's B? OS, older sister, what do you mean? He's O, gesturing to my B. F's father. Me. Oh, I know. I was just asking about your bio, father. But of course, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. I notice his mom get really pale, and it was in that moment I realized I fucked up. Oh, B. Older brother, what do you mean bio, father? Me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. Jacob's dad got real quiet and looking at his wife's face. He knew instantly. I look over to Jacob, who I think was starting to put the full picture of what was happening together. Jacob's dad, are you saying they're not my biological kids? Because my wife swore up and down in marriage counseling, by marriage counseling they mean with a pastor, that they were my kids and she would never cheat on me. Yeah? Turns out she never had any kids from her previous marriage. Jacob's mom, I would never cheat on you. OS and OB are your kids. Jacob's dad, OP, why do you think they're not my kids? I tried to excuse myself because it was very clear the cat was out of the bag, and with a quick Google search from my boyfriend he starts cussing out his mom. She starts to sob and apologizes over and over again. And I am forced to explain 9th grade biology to his father about the fact that the only kids he could have produced were with the blood type O or B, but absolutely not AB. Jacob was the only one with the possibility of being his son. They all start screaming at one another. OS eventually leaves because her newborn is screaming too. His mom goes and locks herself in the bedroom. His older brother follows her screaming, asking who his real father is. My boyfriend is trying to figure out if his dad still wants to be their father. I eventually have a friend come pick me up. Yeah, We broke up shortly after, but not after figuring out that none of the kids produced from the marriage were his. Edit, they found out via paternity tests, for sure weren't his kids, and they divorced soon after. TLDR, I accidentally revealed that my boyfriend's mom was unfaithful by pointing out the fact that his older siblings who both had the blood type AB could not have been biologically related to their O-negative father. Edit, for those asking how they knew their blood types, Jacob donated blood for the blood drive at our school. His sister just had a baby, so she was probably informed during pregnancy. Jacob's dad was told by his doctor for, probably, underlying medical reasons I don't know. I wasn't ever really close to his family after that for obvious reasons, and I don't know how his brother knew. Edit/P/S/A, reading through the comments, I have discovered many of you don't know your blood type. Go find out your blood type. It can save your life in an emergency. If you are parents, find out your children's blood type. If you discover you are not biologically related to one or either of your parents, I am very sorry, but you should still know your blood type, and I would suggest some therapy. Today I fucked up by trying to gift my BF some sweet undies and subsequently spoiling his surprise proposal plans. About 3 weeks ago, I began preparations to get a nice gift for my BF, who I'll call Ray, to celebrate 4 years of dating. We live in a terribly humid place, and all summer he's been complaining about how sweaty his ass and balls get whenever he goes outside. He's been buying the same brand of cotton boxer briefs since we started dating. I thought it would be a nice homage to our great relationship. A great way to take care of the butt I get to squeeze on the regular, to splurge on a male subscription service to some silky micromodal underwear. They are pricey but known for being wicking, cooling, and overall very nice on the buns and balls. I ordered the first pair to present to him on the day of, and set up for a pair to be delivered monthly thereafter. I used his email on the sign-up so that I could simply pass on the account to him after the first pair came that way. He'd have full power to pick his colors and style every month, and easily return any if there were unexpected problems. One small problem: the receipt for this whole transaction is now resting in his email where he can find it and spoil my surprise. I sneakily hacked into his computer while he was out, by which I mean I entered the password he's shared with me, because he foolishly trusted me not to wreck his shit, and opened up his email. I simply archived the existing emails and set it up so that future emails from the company would be auto-marked as read and archived as well. I know how to do this because I'm a brilliant hacker. I googled it while carefully double-checking my devious work just to ensure nothing slipped through the cracks. A new email pinged on arrival and caught my attention. A shipping confirmation for an engagement ring. I immediately noped off his computer, and of course I didn't open the email, but the damage is done. Secrets out. My heart fell right through my butt, you guys. I actually died, and now I'm a ghost writing this. I probably should have pretended I never saw that, and taken the secret to my grave. But I was too pumped and couldn't keep it in. Within the hour I broke down and called Ray to sheepishly confess what I had done. He wasn't angry, but sadly disappointed that I spoiled the surprise. Here's the kicker: he didn't actually propose yet, and still intends to make a thing out of it. My punishment for snooping is that the suspense is killing me. I've been forbidden from telling anyone that we're getting engaged until it's officiated. Every time we go out, the suspense that this may be the night drives me crazy. A romantic date at the beach the other evening ended with me saying, "Damn, I thought for sure we were getting engaged tonight." "Why would you think that I'm going to propose to you?" he said. "That sounds like something you wouldn't know about because I'd keep it secret in my personal email." Now he's started intermittently faking me out. The other day, he walked into the kitchen and presented me with a little hinged box, which turned out to contain a tie-pin from his work. He keeps getting down on one knee, looking up at me, and saying, "Gotta tie this shoe." The emotional stress of keeping this exciting secret within me, not sharing it with coworkers or family or anyone, is maddening. Every false start sends my heart right back into my butt. One more thing, I somehow fucked up the email settings. The shipping confirmation for the underwear didn't get archived on arrival, and he saw it within a few hours. So that surprise got spoiled, too. Turns out I'm not a master hacker, and my attempts have only brought woe into this house. I guess it's not all bad. He reports that the pair of boxer briefs that arrived are very nice to wear, and I do indeed enjoy squeezing his buns in them. If we ever do actually get married, it'll be nice to be hitched to a guy with sweet, silky buns and balls. Edit, a misspelling. TLDR tried to hide an email receipt for some fancy undrews, found out about an incoming engagement ring. Now I'll never get a husband. I hope you enjoyed the video. What do you think? Have you ever experienced a situation such as the ones in today's stories? If so, what happened? Let us know in the comments below. As always, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, and ring the bell so you never miss a story. Until next time, stay curious friends, and thank you for tuning in.